Hi everybody, Matt here from Matt Likes Comics with yet another haul video. This time I went out to Kah-Boom Comics out in Carlton Place. Dave is a friend of the channel. I went out there to get some prizes for my 600 person giveaway, and while I was there I picked up a few books. So I thought, well, I can't just buy books and not show them off, so here we are. Hope everybody's having a good time. As you probably know at this point, I'm a big fan of go-go checks. So I buy go-go check books when I get a chance. Let's start with this, Superman 189, which is also something that I'm putting in a run of, but I believe this was the second last Superman go-go check book I need, and the last one I need is an 80-page giant, so I've got to get my hands on that. Because again, go-go checks. Here's Star Spangled War Stories 131, which is cool because this is one of the ones of the war against the dinosaurs in the land before time or whatever. Because here's the guy riding on a pterodactyl. This is really cool looking, and I really like this book. And you'll note the logo here of Kah-Boom Comics. Again, friend of the channel. I don't mind mentioning him at all. Dave's a good guy to do business with. You can contact him on Facebook and on Instagram if you so want to see what he's got. He's got a lot of stuff. Golden Age down. So, Brave and the Bold, number 4. Supergirl and Lobo. Look at that cool Supergirl on a bike cover. Everyone knows it. She just comes across as someone who would like to ride a hog. I'm going to save two certain books that came up next, but I'm going to save them for last because I'm very happy to have them. Next up, I bought this literally as a cover buy, but I also like Charlton Comics. So here is Love and Romance number 15. I don't know what sticks out on this cover to make me get it, but there's something I liked about it. Next up is a book that Cliff showed when he was on my Superman show not too long ago. I saw this in a dollar bin and thought, oh, well, I recognize this book from a show, so I'm going to pick it up. This is Legion 89, number 7, with a really, really pissed off character on it. I forget the character name at the moment, but I'm sure I'll get it. I don't think it's Arissa. It sure looks like Arissa from Green Lantern, but I don't think it's her. For one thing, you can't see her ears and tell there. She looks a little older for that, too. But, of course, the green hands are, Viral Docs. Because this is a 20th Century Legion. I also got a couple of Punisher books. This is Punisher 22. And this is Punisher 46. Obviously, the Nazis are involved somehow. Because that's definitely not a sticker. That's part of the cover. And I wouldn't have bought that if that was a sticker. Trust me. But it's a good looking book nonetheless. It looks like he's I wanted to say he was underwater, but it doesn't look like it's that. It's got a lot of like the Kirby Crackle type look. Only not crackly, but more boxy. So I'm curious to what this is, and I can't wait to read it. Next up, I got a variant cover of Wonder Woman 46 from the New 52. This was the Looney Tunes variant, and it has Wonder Woman singing with Elmer Fudd in that opera in the I think it's the Valkyries. That was one of the funniest cartoons. And of course, Elmer Fudd singing opera is always very fun too. I managed to also find a lot of I'm on a Mike Grell kick right now. Got a lot of John Sable a week ago from the purchase of these books, and this week I managed to get my hands on a lot of Warlord. Here is, I think these are backwards, but I'm gonna go with them. 115. 119. I got one here that a lot of people I know out there will like. This is Warlord 84. Warlord 55. Have a nice day. Travis Morgan is pretty good. We got Warlord 58. There's a bunch of cards. At this point, Arion is in the backstories. Arion, Lord of Atlantis, if you're not familiar with that, it's another feature that had his own book for a while, but was back and forth from being backups in various stories during the early 80s. This is Warlord 62. Very nice looking wolf on the cover. Here we have Warlord 64. This would be the second issue that Dan Jurgens was the artist on. And I'm just trying to see, but it is a Grell cover. I can see his style and, of course, his signature right here at the bottom. But the interior art was Dan Jurgens. And this is number 45. Here, Olmec is the backup story. We have Warlord 46. And that's the last Warlord I have in this batch. But still, that's, 8 or 9 books. That's a good chunk of the run. Now, most of what I have left are single issues. Except for the last 3. We have Legion of Superheroes 39. I thought this was a cool cover of Princess Projectra, and it turns out I'm actually missing this one, so I picked it up. I've got most of the books of this run. I should probably just swallow it and get the last ones. For those that don't know, the bell ringing means my comic shop. It's been a running gag for a while. Here, because I found it for $1, here is Ambush Bug number 4 from the miniseries. I already have issue 2, so I figured I'd just get another one. Look at that guy. He's just on the thing. He is such a weird, eccentric character, and I've loved him forever. Ever since day one I saw him. Next up, another one from the Armageddon 2001 sets of annuals from 1991. This is Detective Comics 4. I've read a few of these annuals, and I'm going to continue reading some of them because there was, I think, 26 of them in all. Could be wrong, it could be a lot less, but there were a lot of annuals that year with Wave Rider and this whole Armageddon 2001 storyline. There was all the Batman books. There were 4 because you had Batman Detective, Legends of the Dark Knight, and okay, so you had 3 for Batman. You had 4 for Superman. Like right there's 7. I forgot Shadow the Bat didn't come out until 1992. Here we have Superman is dead. Who will join the new Justice League America in Justice League America 71? Maybe it's the Question. Maybe it's the Riddler. Those would be represented by the question mark pretty well. Here we have Captain America 381. I have started to get interested in Captain America due to the love that for the character by three people on YouTube here. Lettuce Comics, that's Hagen. Um, Comics with Stevie D, that's Steve Driscoll, and between Biggie Shack and Steven Gentner, the two of them with their love of Golden Age Captain America, I am very you know I'm getting very intrigued by the character. So I've actually picked up a few of them. We've got this one from the first. Oh, it's the second series technically, but it's the second. Well, actually, no, it's Captain America Comics, the first one, so it's actually a different name. So the one from the Golden Age. So this would be the first series of Captain America, the one that started at 100. And I think this is the fourth series by the time we get around. This is a cool variant with Red Skull on it, and that's why I picked this one up. Because of all the villains out there from Marvel, Red Skull is probably my favorite. And a lot of that actually has to do with Hugo Weaving and the way he played him in the Captain America movie. The last three books that I'm going to show, they're all the same title. They all feature the same character. They're Marvel books. So you might be able to guess, if you know me, what character they are, and you'd be right if you knew this was Marvel Spotlight number 12. The first issue of Marvel Spotlight was Son of Satan. Look at that beautiful cover. If I remember correctly, this is the story that follows Ghost Rider 2. But don't quote me on that this minute. I'll be looking that up later. I hope so, because I read Ghost Rider 2 not too long ago when I got it, and it's still in my mind, so I'd be happy to keep going. And then there's only the Son of Satan part, of course. But where there's Son of Marvel Spotlight 12, Marvel Spotlight 13 must follow. Another awesome cover, the Son of Satan. This is a Romita cover. And I think this one is... I can't find a signature on this particular cover, so I don't know who this one is. I don't know this one, but this one has Romita on it. So I would assume it's the senior, because junior would have been pretty young at this time. And the last book that I got was also Marvel Spotlight, but this one was closer to the end. This is number 23. And this one has him being attacked by this ape-like creature. His name apparently is Trog. And there's no signature on this cover that I can find either. But it's still a good looking cover. And that's Trog, by the way. And it says Trog, not the Trog. So we can't have plurals of him to be the Wild Thing. Sorry, bad music joke there. So that is what I bought on my trip to Kah-Boom Comics in late May. I got a couple of prize packs there as well. The mystery boxes with 30 books in them, 10 DC, 10 Marvel, 10 Indie. I'm going to give those away as prizes, as you may have seen and heard in my prize video. announcement. I just I'm a big fan of his store as well. I have gotten a lot of good books off of him. I probably got 8 or 9 of my Adventures Legion run off of him over the years. I certainly bought my 2 computer books off him, 340 and 341. He has some high quality stuff, and I mean, it's priced a little higher as a result, but he's always willing to give them make a cut of deal, and he takes trades too. As I said, Dave Martin at Kah-Boom Comics, great guy. Check him out on Facebook and Instagram if you get a chance. He does a lot of shows from across Southern Ontario and Montreal. So there's a good chance that, especially in Eastern Ontario, there's a good chance you'll catch him at a show. Um, if you liked what I did today, please like, comment, and subscribe below. I especially want to see comments about the books I've got, what you think of them, if you have them, if you'd like to get them, if you hated them. I don't care what you want to say. Put it down there. Engagement is good, as they say. Liking, commenting, subscribing, it gets into the algorithm somehow. I don't know how it works. I'm not a mathematician, but it's still pretty cool. Thank you very much for joining me today. I really enjoy sharing covers. I really like watching videos where other people share covers. It's such a treat to be able to see comic books everywhere. I love them so much. I mean, everywhere I turn here, I see comic books. But that's my problem. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me today. My name's Matt, and I like comics, and I hope you do too. Thanks.